incredibly painful, incredibly difficult moment for us. We always believed that we were capable of a last-minute escape, and all the way through the game today, obviously, didn't know that the scores were going to be on the scoreboard here. So we sort of had that teased in our face really the whole game. But the lads put it to the back of their heads and played really well today. I was very, very pleased with the performance. That's the best we've played in a long, long time. And we showed the ability's always been there.
You always knew what you had to do today. How agonising was it, though, knowing that, you know, from much of that second half, you just needed one West Ham goal and you could have been safe?
Yeah, especially when it went 3-1, I think. Then sort of our focus, of course, it's still on the game, but you're sort of glued to that game then, because we know that we need something to fall for us. It didn't happen, and ultimately you have to look back then over the remainder of the season and all the points that we've not got that we should have done, and every team will feel the same way, but it's such small margins in the end that we've gone down on. It's incredibly painful when you look back.
It certainly does. I know you talked to him quite a lot because you've got quite a few of your Wales players. The job he's done, right from the fourth tier, let's not forget, of English football into the Premier League, he just couldn't quite mission accomplished this season.
No, he couldn't, and you know, he's done a tremendous job taking Bournemouth to where they are. And he said he had the belief that they would stay up because they've got good players. But they've not had the luck regarding injuries, but you know, everyone goes through that, I suppose. And they just weren't good enough to stay up, which is a shame because I think everyone's enjoyed the story. You know, it's only 15,000 at their ground. Real difficult place to go, and we'll miss that. So, yes, I mean, I'm gutted for Eddie, gutted for the players because they have got some talented players as well.
Your first club, Watford, they keep changing managers and ultimately it hasn't worked.
Yeah, rolled the dice one too many times, unfortunately, for Watford. You know, they had their way of working. It's worked for them over the years, but not this time. Yeah, 4 managers in one season is far too much.
Any sympathy for Watford in terms of what Tim's saying?
Well, sympathy for everyone, but Watford, yeah, you have, because the fans, the players, it's you know, it's difficult for them, I suppose, to be run by, you know, that type of group that chop and change managers and everything else like that. As a player, you want to have a set manager that you can get on with, that you know their philosophy. But if that's changing every 2 minutes, then it's a very difficult thing to do. But that's the way they run things. They have been successful, but as Tim said, they fell at the final hurdle.
Joy then for Manchester United and for Chelsea into the Champions League, and for Villa staying in the Premier League. Watford and unfortunately Bournemouth left to reflect on what might have been on another dramatic